That's really cool.
An incredible journey into the secrets of the Thracians. We begin with the tomb that holds the most famous wall paintings. Next, north to the Valley of the Thracian Kings,
I'll proceed on foot from now on.
to the mausoleum of the most famous Thracian king Silthus III, and to the one carved into a giant monolithic stone, the tomb, symbol of life and the afterlife. I'll show you the one that amazed the Swiss, and you've already seen the tomb guarded by Griffins. So,
Let's go. Time to go to some of the most amazing places. I've waited so long for this one. I'm kinda excited. I've always been impressed by the incredible and beautiful tombs that were built by the Thracians in those old times. Most of them were constructed with stone blocks, which is obvious, of course. But the hidden part is the melted iron or lead. There were pre-carved holes in the blocks, which were filled with melted iron for a better attachment, and after the construction was complete, it would be buried, and the result, great for us at least. I love the Thracian sites, so great level of detail, but to be honest, I kinda don't understand why they were called tombs, because in most of the so-called tombs, human remains have never been found, only animals. And that's where the mysteries start to emerge. And here's one of the most popular motorcycle tourist destinations, the monument of Vasilevsky here. That's cool. And back to the mysteries. I love mysteries too. So the question is, what were these buildings used for? The official statement, in most cases, says they were temples later converted into tombs, but the lack of human remains creates some room for speculation, and a theory I heard is that these sites were used for healing purposes, using the sound resonance properties of the chambers. So what I imagine is you lay on the stone bed and the priest starts singing. The chamber resonates and your body heals on a cellular level because the bed cells can't stand the vibrations. I don't know if that's true, but I've been in a tomb while someone was singing, and I can clearly say that you sense it in a strange way, like a shiver. Other theories say these were built for religious purposes, like sacrifices, etc. But we can't confirm this one either. But if I remember correctly, I think that in the Kazanlak Tomb, two skeletons of a man and a woman were found. It's considered to be Prince Roygos, son of Silthus III, but I can't remember if there was another case with another tomb. But in the end, it doesn't make sense to me to build something as incredible as these sites just to put someone's body inside. Oh, it started raining. Feel my wrath, people. I'm the angry black cloud. Yeah, and I'm riding the angry black hornet, which brings joy even when it's raining. Plus, I'm very eager to visit the Thracian tombs, so you won't stop me. That's pretty strong. And it feels like ice. Did I drive the cloud mad? Hello. Oh, what a plot twist, huh? It's definitely ice. Yeah, it kinda hurts. I don't know its size. Maybe I'll try to prove the healing theory in one of the tombs. We're almost in Kazanlak, so it will be soon. Yeah, I knew that I had a feud with this dark cloud, but Yeah, kinda. Q1. Oh, that's the road to Kuprinka Reservoir. It has a story actually connected to the Thracians, but I'm going to leave it for later. Here everything is completely dry. Haha. The second plot twist for today. It is a tie after all. Haha. So now to Kazanlak Tomb. And we have arrived. Yay. We're going to the Thracian tomb of Kazanlak. So the Kazanlak tomb is dated to 4th century BC, and it consists of a passage and talus chamber. Its mound is 7 meters high, but most of the tomb is underground. Actually, this tomb has great acoustics, and it was probably used as a temple. The wall paintings are the most famous here and are the most preserved at that age. They show scenes of hunt with dogs and horses, a king with his wife and their companions, and some Thracian rituals and stuff. The wall paintings are great, but they are made of natural pigments and are therefore vulnerable to moisture. That's why the original tomb was sealed and a replica was built for tourist visitations. The historians claim that it was used as a temple. Later it was converted into a tomb when a powerful but unfortunately unknown Thracian king had been buried here. This tomb was found in 1944, and since 1979 it's been part of UNESCO list. Time to go. That was the Thracian tomb of Kazanlak, a great one. We are going to the valley of the Thracian Kings, and there was a sign saying 6 kilometers, and yeah, the rain accompanies me, but it won't stop me from visiting the Great Kosmatka and the rest of the tombs in the valley. So, the Great Kosmatka and Ostrusha, other 2 tombs for today, both should be here on the left side. They are really popular, and even among the foreign tourists, which is something that I'm very proud of, because the Thracian culture was really amazing. And ahead, on the right side, there should be this complex, the world of the Thracians, that presents the whole culture of the Thracians, along with the tombs Shushmanets, the Griffins, and Helvetia. The rest for today. And the Great Kosmatka should be this one there. So now we're looking for an exit to the tomb of Siltes. I think there is a sign. Yep. Ooh, that's cool. Come on, hotshot. So we're here at the Great Kosmatka. Здрасти, за посещение съм.
Ще следа.
Така.
Чакайте. Гледате количките.
А какво не я посещава тая такова?
Как да не я посеща? Сега няма. Виждам меничката. Ако искате пък при мен оставете.
Нямам проблем, не. Няма кой да пипа тук.
Каската отгоре няма да не ви тежи, защото...
Да, ще ги оставя, окей.
This tomb is one of the biggest in Bulgaria. It is located in the valley of the Thracian Kings and is dated to the 4th century BC. It served as a mausoleum to Siltas III, one of the most famous Thracian kings, going toe-to-toe with the empire built by Alexander the Great. And this tomb was found by Georgi Kitov in 1996 and is also part of UNESCO. A curious fact is that this tomb was never robbed before it was found. As you can see, even the doors are still intact. They're in very good condition. They were made from marble and with great ornaments. In this tomb was found the famous bronze head of Siltas III that was sent to the exhibition in Los Angeles last year. Just keep in mind that the original one can be seen in the Archaeological Museum in Sofia, and at the tomb there is a replica. It's cool, but it's time to go to Ostrusha. I'm so pleased and amazing.
So what was that? The original tomb of Siltas III. It is absolutely amazing. It is the original one, no replicas, and it's, I don't know, it was amazing. And it was so cold in there. I wanted to stay a bit longer. I actually entered in full gear without a helmet and the gloves, of course, but it was still nice and cool inside. I bet that the Valley of the Thracian Kings will be one of my favorite places from now on. Now I have to get to Ostrusha, another interesting tomb. Yeah, there's the mount, and that's the exit to there. I forgot to buy a magnet for the fridge from the boat, the Kazanlak one and the Great Kosmatka. I'll see if they have here some. Oh man, I'm so happy. These sights are incredible. No, I'm not stopping here. Can't walk to the entrance. It says attention. I thought that there were mines.
So I'm here at Ostrusha. Time to get in. This one is located again in the Valley of the Thracian Kings. It's so close to the Great Kosmatka. It is big and unique, dated to the 4th century BC again. Let's go. Ooh, modern.
Добре дошли в Ostrusha, гробно-кръгов комплекс. Тук може да видите целостта на гробно-кръговия комплекс. В другите гробници може да, ако сте посещавали, те се виждат отвътре. Тук може да виждам всичко отвън. Като тук забележително е, че той е съставен от множество помещения, като най-запазен и най-интересен е саркофагът, камерата, която е 60-тонен монолит, местен гранит от 2 плочи. Реално е издялано и тук е имало предверие, което е правоъгълно, в което са намерени съкровища, както и труп на кон. В източната страна имаме кръгло помещение. Тук интересното е също така да се види начинът на строеж. С тези метални уловни скоби се прикрепили камъка. Имаме също така дигитални визуализации и
Да.
снимки от отвътре, понеже нали, е ограничен достъпа.
Тези рисунки, те са по стените, нали?
Нагоре на тавана.
Или на тавана?
Капака, реално.
Да.
Той е касетиран таван, има 3 нива, като отвътре има перфектно описан кръг в 2 квадрата, като той е бил с златен варак, символ на слънце.
Била ли е заравяна някога?
Да.
Била е.
2 пъти би трябвало да е заравена самата
Да.
могила. Едното при ритуално погребение, казваме ритуално, понеже не сме намерили човешки останки, но втория път, за да бъде ограбена, предполага се, че пак е била разравена и после отново затворена.
Да.
Едно нещо, което може да запомните. Могилата е изкуствен насип. Първо се прави могилата, после се изравя от могилата, прави се гроба, гробницата, комплекса, после наново се заравя
Да.
и се прави се едно да оправя могилата. Като според Георги Китов тези гробници са използвани и като храмови комплекси. Наблизо имаме и такова струпване керамично, което всъщност това намираме тази делба. Той е служил като едновремешен хладилник, слагали се го в земята и се хладили с дари.
That was the tomb of Ostrusha. Let's go.
What I can say is this one was amazing too. I'm impressed, but I regret that the main chamber isn't allowed for tourists because you could damage the wall paintings. They were restored in 2014-2015, but probably that wasn't enough and they are still vulnerable. Let's go and cross the road because on the other side there are the rest, 3 tombs. The tomb of Shushmanets, the Griffins and the Helvetia. And also I'll visit the world of the Thracians. That's it. I can go. It's open for visitations. Okay, I'll stop. It's gonna be a bit... Oh. Let's go. Ta-da.
I'll proceed on foot from now on. Здрасти!
Ако желаете и трите нашите обекта, пакет мебели ти 15.
Добре.
С карта или в брой ще платите?
С картата. So Shushmanets is another great tomb in the valley of the Thracian Kings. It is again dated to the 4th century BC, and actually it consists of a passage, anteroom and a burial chamber with telos. It is unique with its column and semi-columns. These symbolize the world of the living and the dead, and the central one symbolizes the world tree.
That's a mythical symbol used to explain the connection between the earth and the sky, or it could be interpreted as a connection between life and the afterlife. There's a ring on the ceiling that, according to the historians, symbolizes the sun, and one on the floor symbolizing the earth or underworld, and the column connects both rings, and that's why the interpretation is it connects both worlds.
It was found again by Georgi Kitov. He actually found so many sites for us to visit. So it's time for Helvetia. So Helvetia is another tomb in the valley of the Thracian Kings, dated to the 4th century BC. This tomb consists of a large and long passage, a vestibule, and a burial chamber with gabled roof and a stone burial bed. There are no wall paintings, but the details and the quality of the construction are very good. Some say that the architecture is influenced by the Greek culture. Actually, its original stone doors are still here.
Attached to the entrance,
That means the tomb wasn't robbed in the past. It was again found by Georgi Kitov, the famous Bulgarian archaeologist, in 1996.
and he also named the tomb in honor of the Swiss Foundation, which sponsored the archaeological researches. It amazed them, and Helvetia is the female national personification of Switzerland, symbolizing the Swiss Confederation.
Well, going to the last one, the tomb called the Griffins. It's here.
A legend says that these mythical creatures, the Griffins, protect the tomb.
Let's go. Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. The Griffin's tomb is located again in the valley of the Thracian Kings and is dated to the 5th, 4th century BC. It consists of a long passage, an antechamber with gabled roof, and a burial chamber with a dome. The architecture is again partially influenced by the Greek culture. The burial chamber has inside a stone burial bed and a small stone table in front of it.
It looks more like a step to me, but anyway.
The facade of the tomb is decorated with semi-capital columns and forms a false pediment adorned with palmets and griffin heads. That's why this tomb was named the Tomb of the Griffins, because of the griffin heads that are carved on the pediment. And another thing, the entrance was sealed by 2 stone doors, but they were found broken during the excavations. It was again found by the archaeologist Georgi Kitov in 1996.
And according to the local guides,
This tomb has the best acoustics out of all Thracian tombs in Bulgaria.
So, these were the last 3 tombs. Write down in the comments below which one impressed you the most. As for me, I'll pass briefly to the complex The World of the Thracians, which shows a model of Sevtopolis, the city of Celtus III, and that was his capital. Unfortunately, nowadays this city is at the bottom of the Kuprinka Reservoir, the one that I passed by earlier. Well, the complex is really close, and here it is.
So the World of the Thracians is an attraction. It has a model of Sevtopolis, the city that once was the capital of the Ostrusha kingdom during the rule of King Celtus III. Also, they offer attractions, ATVs, bicycles, a VR room, and more. Port of Sevtopolis. This place is a monument of the Thracian culture. It was founded on 9th of April 2024. Inside there is a replica of the throne room, so let's go and see it.
And yes, this scene here is an exact recreation of the wall painting that we saw in the Kazanlak Tomb. That's the king and his wife.
That was one incredible journey into the secrets of the Thracians. If you want to uncover more Thracian secrets, watch this video here. If you like the video, hit the like button or subscribe, but don't do both. See you later. Oh, sheep. Hello, fellas.